Hello everyone, this is Stan Heller from VectorVest Canada. In today's video, I want to show you 3 ways you can profit from our model portfolios. So just before we get started, this is our risk disclaimer. Just know that everything you will see and hear today is for educational purposes only and should never be considered as investment advice. So with that, I'm going to turn off the webcam, move on to the next slide. Whether you are a new investor or a veteran, VectorVest model portfolios give you a turnkey, complete trading system to help you achieve your financial goals. Even if you are a dedicated, full-on, do-it-yourself investor, you can use any of the model portfolios as a guide or simply a source of reliable trade ideas. And in the graph below, you can see the performance since inception in January 2012, and the annual returns are quite excellent. And these do not include the dividends, which in the conservative and retirement portfolios would be substantial with compounding over many years. And on the US side, for the long-term investor, the Moneymakers portfolio is up over 20% year to date, and the annualized return 23%. Plus, so it's another strong portfolio. And all of our systems, navigation and following along, tracking them, works the same in all of our countries. A question before we begin that I do get asked quite often is, should I start a model portfolio right now? And it does depend a little bit on the market timing. Currently, we've been in a very long bull market rally from the market bottom of March 23rd, and nothing goes up forever. So it's a little bit more risky to go full into a model portfolio right at the present time, but that doesn't mean you can't step into certain individual stocks and set up your portfolio and start using the market timing signals. But you might buy half a position and start with 1 or 2 positions and just start to move your portfolio along that way, but wait for a fresh timing signal before you go all in and set up your portfolio to follow along with the model portfolio. And you can see what I mean here. The 1-month performances have slowed down quite considerably, even though the 3-month performance has been excellent, and the 5- and 6-month performance has been excellent as well. You can see the year-to-date for number 1, number 2, and number 5, well above 20% here in the case of number 1, and the other 2 above 20% as well. So those are portfolios that you might consider depending on your investing style. But just know that over the long term, they've all done very well. So what we're going to show you today is how to open and analyze the model portfolios, 3 ways to use these portfolios. You can follow the trading system precisely as designed, trade by trade, in other words. You can use the system as a guide. You can make modifications to the original trading plan and just follow your modified trading system. And you can also just pick and choose stock ideas and populate your own portfolio from the buys that come through the different model portfolios. So 3 ways that you can go. And just before we get too far into the portfolio explanations, if you like this kind of video, just leave us a like button, just click on it, and that'll encourage us to continue to do more of the same types of videos. So let's go ahead and turn into Canada here. I've opened up the Canadian real-time portfolio. You can see the market is improving a little bit here on Thursday, August 27th, starting to make a little bit of a comeback. If I click on the Portfolios tab, that's our starting point. And again, I want to just show you how to analyze the model portfolios. So I can click from here on the portfolio performance. That's what gives me this graphic of all the portfolios. And on the sub menu, I can just highlight the VectorVest only These are the model portfolios. I can sort by the portfolio name. Just kind of widen it out here so you can see the whole name. There we go. And I can also sort by the annualized rates of return. And again, this is over 8 years, so these portfolios have been consistent and strong. So from there, I click on the VectorVest portfolios, and I can go in and analyze each individual portfolio. For example, portfolio number 2. This is the equity curve. You can see the current holdings, and there's only 5 stocks currently, and we have had lots of signals to go long, but the search is so selective that it really has found only 5 positions to add. And you can see the dates that they've been added. You can see the earnings dates coming up, and you can see the return on investment for each of the individual stocks. If I click on reports, I can view the trade history. So I can have a look at all the different stocks that have been bought and sold over the 8 years and how well they have performed. And I can also click on the summary report. That gives me the year-to-date performance here, as well as the winners and losers currently and all the closed positions. This portfolio has the highest percent winners at 67.5%. And you can see again, the search is very selective, and I'll show you that search in a minute. Those are the reports. If I want to know the entire trading system, I click on the details. And this screen gives me the entire trading plan or system. This is the search engine, the fill mode. It's the pale blue chips sorted by relative safety descending. It gives me a description, and then it gives me all the parameters of the search. Although it is in your VectorVest program, you can modify it or use it as is. Here is the stop criteria used in the portfolio and the other information. Maximum stocks per industry group is 3, and I'm investing average portfolio value. And we use the green light buyer timing system. So after a confirmed down call, at the very first green light, we start to populate this search until we have 10 positions in our portfolio. No shorting in this portfolio. And if you see a different portfolio that you really like, for example, the prudent portfolio has done very well, but you don't like shorting stocks, you can modify the portfolio so that you don't get any shorting ideas from the portfolio. And from there, I can click on the action plan. Just a left click over here, click it to whatever portfolio I want to study. If I'm following the retirement portfolio, for example, I can open it up, and if I wanted to start that portfolio today, these would be the stocks that I would consider buying. The market timing signal is bullish, so I could open these new positions. Again, I would be a little bit cautious because we've been so long in the trend, and the market timing indicator historically is a little bit toppy. So be a little bit cautious, maybe step into 1 or 2 at a time and wait for the confirmed down and then the new timing signal after the confirmed down. And when to close a position, we close any position that meets the stop criteria, which in this case is recommendation equals sell. If I click here, it would actually create the portfolio in Portfolio Manager for me with these 5 new positions all set up for me. I'll just show you quickly what that looks like. You can change the name if you like. You can change the account value if you like, and you can change the commission as well. And when you click on OK, it actually sets up that portfolio. And when you open it up, it's in the Portfolio Manager. And these are the stocks that we would have purchased. And basically we're flat, just paying for the commissions right now. And eventually you'll get the equity curve going here as well. If I click on the configure wrench, I can change the timing. If you have an intraday or real-time subscription, you can leave it at intraday, or you can go end of day to get the longer view, and I can change the color as well. All right, so that's if you want to just follow the portfolio as designed and get started right away. That's one way you could set it up. If you wanted to model the portfolio or make some changes to it, set up a ghost portfolio. Just click on the VectorVest, actually the portfolio's home again, click on My Portfolios, and up at the top right here you have Create a Portfolio. So I can just create model number 3, and I'll just type in Ghost, for example. I'll leave the investment size and the commissions as set out in my default settings. Click on OK. And it sets up my shell for the new portfolio that will basically emulate the model portfolio number 3. If I don't make any changes to it, I can always go in and make the changes that I would like to make in terms of number of positions, in terms of account size, whatever I would like to do, in terms of how much money I'm going to invest in any of the stocks, that sort of thing. If I click on the Edit button, here's where I set up the portfolio. And these are the VectorVest trading systems. That's actually what I'm looking for, and it is number 3, retirement. So I just highlight that portfolio, click on Select. It gives me my trading rules up at the top. If I did want to modify any parts of it, I can customize the trading system. For example, I could come in and tighten the stop here. The current stop is the recommendation sell. I could go to more settings, and maybe I don't want to invest the average portfolio value, which would be $10,000 per position. I might say I want to invest the fixed amount and maybe change it to $5,000. I'll leave it as the original setting. And from there, everything else I can just leave and finish. And it's very much emulating the current model portfolio. What do I want to do with the Genius when a position opens its stop criteria? I can either close the position or just send me an alert to my computer or my phone using these alert settings, and then I can make the decision. So just set up your alerts here using the Edit button. I just have them come to my computer, but you can also have it come to your phone. And how often do you want the Genius to check your positions? Throughout the market hours or once a day after the market close? If you're an end-of-day subscriber, that would be very suitable. And we'll leave the Genius, which is the auto timer, which is an add-on module in VectorVest, but I'll leave it on. You can take a trial if you want to see your portfolio in action with the Genius on. And then I just click on the Save button. And because we are in a confirmed up call, which is the stop criteria or the opening criteria, the timing system for this portfolio, it'll actually go ahead, and because I have real time, it'll start to populate the portfolio and add the positions that we would get from this particular search. And this search, by the way, is the high CI rising dividends search, so we're guaranteed dividend growth over time. So it's taking a little bit of time to populate, but that's what it's doing. It's thinking, it's running the search, and then it'll populate our portfolio. You can see the Genius is working. And if I want to go back in and edit things, I can always click on the Edit button and go back in and edit. So that'll populate. I think it'll populate with the 5 stocks that have been identified by the search that we saw in the action plan. And I can also click on the model portfolio retirement here, one I created earlier with those 5 same stocks, And what I wanted to show you here is that when the market gets toppy and the MTI is elevated as it is now, I might want to tighten my stops to protect any gains that I might have, or just to raise cash for a little closer time when the market is near a bottom again, a little safer time to buy. And I can do that one at a time, or highlight them all and then just right click, and I can go in and edit the stop criteria. And for example, if I want to go to a trailing stop just during this current market condition, I just click on OK, and I can change it back to the sell rating once we get into a new market trend signaled by a confirmed up call. So that's how we would modify that portfolio. Let's just see if our ghost has filled yet. Yes, so it has filled our positions. We're all ready to go. We've got our alerts all set, and we can just go forward from here. And the third method, other than following, again, number one is to follow the exact buys and sells in the model portfolio. The second is to make changes to the trading system, as we've done with the sell ratings. And then the third is to just buy stocks from the VectorVest portfolios. So click on Portfolios Home, the VectorVest portfolios, and I would probably stick to a similar investment style. So on the conservative stocks, I might cherry pick from the stocks that are currently in the portfolio, or wait for another stock to be purchased and then go ahead and purchase that stock if I so wish. Or I could create a watch list of all the stocks that are in the conservative, retirement, and prudent portfolios, and just cherry pick the very best stocks from there, the ones that are in a nice setup right now. So that's the third method. So what we've covered today is how to open and analyze the model portfolios, 3 ways to use those portfolios. We can execute the trading system precisely as designed, and over time you see the excellent returns of all 5 model portfolios, really, and use the trading system as a guide. We can modify the stop criteria just when we want to, or we can reduce the investment size, position size, when the market is showing a little bit of a toppy nature. And we can pick and choose the stock ideas from the portfolios themselves and do some cherry picking from there. So again, if you do like what you see with VectorVest and want to give it a try, you can take a 30-day trial for $9.95 US dollars. This is our number to call, 1-888-658-7638. And again, click the like button if you like the video, and you can contact me directly, stan.heller@vectorvest.ca. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you'd enjoyed it, and good luck investing, and please do stay healthy.